Do we have all homework today also?
Hopefully we can finish. I don't know if this way we can finish today or not, but hopefully we can finish and you don't have a homework.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Where were you, Julie, in the last session?
Miss, I didn't attend it. My mom said I didn't have signs.
Oh, yeah, we had 2 sessions because I took an extra session today. Okay. I need you to mute your mics, please. Okay. One last question, guys, in this page before I leave it. Okay, one last question before I leave it. This is something that I'm doing this, guys, because I want you to understand. I want you to understand how heat works and how the graphs works. Okay, so this is why I give you some extra information, some extra questions, so that you can think about it a little bit. You have to start thinking. Not everything I should give to you. You have to think about it. Okay. Now my question is, you said, or Ali said, that the drink stopped cooling because it reached the room temperature. Okay, or yes, because it reached the room temperature. Now my question is, from this graph, what is the room temperature? Raise your hand if you know the answer. Huh? Ali said that the drink stopped cooling down because it reached the room temperature. At this point, as I told you before, both the drink and the temperature will have the same temperature. Both the drink and the room will have the same temperature. So there is no flowing of heat. The heat will stop flowing, because in order for the heat to flow, one object should be hotter than the other. Since the drink and the room temperature have the same temperature, now no flowing will happen. Okay, my question is, according to this graph, what is the room temperature? Huh? Think about it, guys. According to this graph, what is the room temperature? When did the temperature stop from cooling down? When it was what? The temperature of it was what? Where are the rest of the class?
I don't know.
150.
I have someone. No, I'm not asking about when. I'm asking about what is the temperature that the drink reached and stopped from decreasing after that. Someone is without a name. Who is this?
I'm Adam.
Okay, Adam, would you please write your name?
30. Okay. But the answer is 20.
The answer is 20. Thank you so much. So this means that the temperature of the room is how much, or how? What is the temperature of the room now, Adam? We said that the 20. Thank you so much, yeah. Adham. Very well, very good. Thank you so much. Okay. So again,
20.
What? Okay, very good. All right. So we said that the drink stopped cooling down when it reached room temperature. The drink stopped cooling down when it reached room temperature. So according to this, the graph you're looking at, the temperature stopped decreasing when it reached 20 degrees Celsius. So this means that the room temperature will be 20 degrees Celsius. Is it clear? Huh? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Miss, do you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Now we did page 60 and 61, right? We already answered page 60 and 61, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to
Yes.
open page 62, please. All right.
62 and 63 were the homework.
62 and 63 was a homework, I know. Okay. Page 62. Class 6 are investigating how long it takes heat to travel along rods made from different materials. Again, class 6 are investigating how long it takes heat to travel along rods made from different materials. Okay? Now, before I continue, I just want you to, I want to explain the experiment. Okay? Now, what class 6 did is that they brought a stand, something that they can fix the rod on, and they put it in this tray, which is filled with sand, and they put sand only so that they can fix this candle on it. Again, so they have a stand, something that they can put the rod on, and they put it in a tray filled with sand, and next to this stand, they put a candle. Okay? Now, on this stand, they put this rod, and they changed it several times so that they can put several materials. Like, for example, first they tried a rod of plastic, then they removed it, and then they put a rod of metal, and then they removed it, and then they put a rod of rubber, and then they moved it, and so on. Okay? At the end of this rod, they put a paper clip. How did they fix
Miss, your voice is laggy. Your voice is laggy. I can't hear.
You cannot hear me, all of you?
No, I can hear you.
Am I
I
clear
can
now?
hear you.
All right.
Miss, your
Yeah.
voice is so laggy. No, so
No,
laggy.
it's not.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
And the rest of you?
Yes, like this we can.
Okay. So, again, at the end of this rod,
Yes, me too.
you can or you can't?
Like it's laggy.
Still laggy?
Oh, it's not. Yes, it's not.
Okay.
Miss, your voice is so laggy.
It's not.
Like your voice comes and goes back.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Apparently, my voice is laggy for some people and some other, it's fine. So, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
What about the rest of you? Can you hear me?
It's a bit laggy.
It's not laggy.
Working
No,
fine,
it's
but
not.
it's not lagging.
It's
Okay.
not.
Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, mute your mics, please. Mute your mics. All of you. All right. So again, I said that this rod, they fixed it on this stand, and they kept changing the rods to try different materials. How? As I said, you put first a plastic rod, and then they removed it. And then they tested a metal rod, and then they removed it. And then they tested a glass rod, and then they removed it. So they are trying different rods made of different materials. Is it clear so far, guys? Do you hear me well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of this rod, they fixed or they put a paper clip. How did they fix or how did they stick the paper clip to the rod? Using wax. They put a piece of wax and they stick the paper clip on it. Okay, do you understand the idea now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to answer the first question. Class 6 are investigating how long it takes heat to travel along rods made from different materials. What scientific name is given to materials that allow heat to travel along them? Julie.
Yes.
Yes. That allow heat.
It's okay. Conductor.
Yes, heat conductor or thermal conductor. Very good. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you, Julie. Thermal conductor. Okay. Now the next question is class 6. Push a paper clip into some wax. Then they attach the wax to a rod. Okay, so this is what we were just explaining. How did they stick the paper clip to the rod? Using some wax. Okay, now what are they doing? They put a candle under the rod. Okay, they put a candle under the rod. What do you think will happen to the rod when you put a candle under it? Hey, Nancy, what do you think will happen to the rod when you put a candle under it? Nancy. Nancy, are you there? All right, Mira.
Yes, Miss, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. What will happen to the rod when you put a candle under it?
What?
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can.
You can see it?
No, now I can.
All right. You can now, you now can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What will happen to the rod, this rod? What will happen to it when you put a candle under it?
It will melt.
The rod will melt?
No, no.
Think about it.
uh,
Will it get hotter or what?
It will get hotter.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Nancy. So they have this rod, and they put the candle under it. So now the rod is getting hotter and hotter by time. Okay, Mira, my question is, what will happen to the piece of wax when the whole rod is very hot?
The paper clip will fall.
Exactly, because the wax, what will happen to the wax?
It will like melt or get
Melt.
hot.
Yes, thank you. This is what I want to say, the word that I want you to use. The wax will melt and the paper clip will drop. Okay. The rest of the class, do you understand the experiment?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now what they're doing is that this rod, according to what material the rod is made of, we will know when the paper clip will fall. Okay, my question is, Hamza, if the rod is made of metal, will the paper clip fall faster? Or if the rod is made of plastic?
No, it will fall faster.
When? If the rod is made of what?
Metal.
Thank you so much. Because metal is what?
Because like metal is
A conductor or an insulator?
insulator.
The metal.
Oh, conductor.
Yes. So because the metal is a heat conductor, so it will get hot faster than any insulating material. It will get hot faster than any insulating material. So if we are comparing between a plastic rod and a metal rod, the paper clip will fall first when the rod is metal, and then it will fall later if the rod is plastic. Do you get it, guys? Do you understand the idea of the experiment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's read together. The candle heats up the rod. The heat travels along the rod to the wax. When the wax melts, the paper clip falls off. Class 6 measure the time it takes for the paper clip to fall off. What force causes the paper clip to fall into the tray? This is related to the fourth lesson. This is related to the fourth lesson. Ahmed Ahmed, what is the answer?
Gravity.
Gravity. Thank you so much. So the answer here is gravity. All right. Next is page 63. Next is page 63. Page 63. Okay. Class 6, record the results in a table. Who is using the chat? Who wants to say anything in the chat?
Not me.
Okay. Class 6, record the results in a table. Fill in the missing heading on the table of results. Okay, now we're not missing any results. We want to know what should we write here, that under it goes copper, glass, and steel. Yes, Adham.
The materials for the rod.
The material of the rod. Thank you so much. The material of the rod. Very good. Okay. Next, the heat traveled along the rods at different speeds. Of course, we understand now why. Why will the heat travels along the rods at different speeds? Put the materials in order to show how quickly heat traveled along them. Write copper, glass, or steel. We're going to start here with the rod that the heat traveled slowly along it. And then we're going to end with the rod that the heat traveled quickly along it. Okay, so I'm going to pick someone. Ahmed Ahmed. Yes, Ahmed. So which rod did the heat travel slowly along it?
Slowly. Glass.
Glass. Very good. How did you know? It's a little bit tricky, guys. Right here, they wrote how much seconds, how many seconds did it take the paper clip to fall? Okay, so glass, it took the paper clip 280 seconds for the paper clip to drop. This means that it took a long time. So this means that the heat traveled through the glass very slowly. Do you understand, guys?
Yes.
Glass, then steel.
Glass, then steel. Yeah. Yes. Then
Copper.
Then copper. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Okay, the next question. How could class 6 make sure their results are reliable? How can they do this? For this question, guys, for this question, and you will see this type of question a lot in the upcoming years, because this is a part of the scientific method. Okay. Yes, Mira, do you want to say something? Huh?
Yes, I just wanted to answer it.
Okay, answer it.
By measuring the time.
No, dear. They can make sure of the results by repeating the test several times.
I wanted to answer.
Yes.
Yes, I wrote it like this.
Yes, very good. Okay, So how can, when you,
I don't redo the test.
whenever you have an exam or a test or a quiz or something, how do you make sure that the results or that the answers that you're writing is correct? By
keep
revising
it.
Yes, keep
Yeah.
revising it, okay? So the answer is by repeating the test several times. Very good, excellent. All right, the last question is, look at the table. Should I erase this? Did you finish?
Yeah, you can erase it.
Okay. The next,
Miss,
yes,
I did not finish number E.
that was a homework, dear.
Yes, I did. Like I did.
Okay, by repeating the test several times. I'm going to write it for you again. By repeating the test several times. Okay, the next question, write true or false next to each statement about class 6 investigation. The heat traveled quicker along the metal rods than along the glass rod. Ali, true or false?
True.
True, very good. Next, the one variable class 6 changed was the time it took for the paper clip to fall off. Hamza, true or false? Hamza, are you there?
Miss, can I answer it?
You can answer it, Nancy. Huh?
No, that's Judy.
Okay, Judy. Yes, Judy.
Okay, so it's going to be false.
False, because this, they did not change. That was the results. This is something that they couldn't control. What they changed in the experiment was the type of rod. Okay, the only thing that they changed with their own hands is the type of the rod. The time it took the paper clip to fall off, this is the result of the experiment. It's not something that they changed. This is the result of the test. Okay, the next one. Thank you, Judy. The next one, the one variable class 6 measured was the temperature of each rod. Did they measure the temperature of each rod? This is what they measured? Ruqayya, can you tell me, is that what they measured?
Number 3.
Yes.
No.
No. What did they measure? Look at the table at the top of the page. What did they measure?
They measured the copper.
No, they did not
glass.
measure the copper. How will they measure the copper, Ruqayya? Look at the other side of the table, dear. What did they measure?
Time taken for
yes,
the
exactly. This is what they measured. They measured the time taken for the paper clip to drop. Okay.
Can I?
Well, we have 7 minutes left, so hopefully we can finish page 64 and 65 quickly. Okay. So I want you to open page 64, please. If we were not able to finish the whole pages, you are going to do it along with page 66 and 67. 66 and 67 is really easy. It's actually games. One of them is a word search and the other one is a maze. So it's not considered even a homework. It is a game. Okay.
Miss, in page 66, should we get all the words?
Yes, you should find all of the words. Yes. Okay. Robert's baby sister drinks warm milk from a bottle. Robert thinks he can keep the milk warm for longer by wrapping the bottle up. He has 4 bottles. He wraps 3 bottles with different materials. He does not wrap 1 bottle. So here, the first one, he did not wrap the first bottle. The second one, he wrapped it with wool. The third one, he wrapped it in cotton. And the fourth one, he wrapped it in paper. Why does Robert have 1 bottle that is not wrapped with material? Why do you think he left one without wrapping it? Ali.
He left one without wrapping it because he wanted to see if it would stay hot or if it would get cold.
Okay, I will tell you what do I think. First, anyone else has another answer for this? Raise your hand if you have another answer. Raise your hand if you have another answer. Yeah, Adham, do you have another answer?
So he can do an experiment and to see.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, Adham, I will right now, right away, I will tell you what did I understand from your answer. But first I have to hear Mira. What do you think? Why do you think he left 1 bottle unwrapped, Mira?
Because I think he's going to do an experiment.
So this is what Adham said. The thing is that what Adham and Mira is trying to say is that he left one unwrapped so that he can compare the results of the rest, right? Is that what you want to say? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he left one unwrapped to be a reference. What is the meaning of a reference? It is something that you can compare the results of the test to. Okay, do you understand, guys? The rest of you, do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So the answer is going to be he left it as a reference.
He left it as a reference. Yes, he left it as a reference. Or maybe we can use another words to compare it with the test results. Okay, to compare it with the test results. Both of the answers is correct. The next question is, what is the scientific name given to a material that does not allow heat to pass through it quickly? Yes, who's calling me?
Ruqayya.
Yes, Ruqayya.
Is page 67 and 68 homework?
66 and 67.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
66, you're welcome. Ruqayya, can you answer this? What is the scientific name given to a material that does not allow heat to pass through it quickly? Ruqayya.
Yes.
Can you answer this one?
Okay.
Yeah, what is the scientific name given to a material that does not allow heat to pass through it quickly?
So more page 67. I can't understand.
Page what? You don't understand it?
67, the homework.
You need to match or find a way from the start until you reach the win. It's a maze.
Okay.
So again, for the last time, Ruqayya, what is the name of the material that does not allow the heat to pass through it? Oh dear God. Julie, can you answer it?
Yes.
What is it, dear?
What is the wait?
The name of the material that does not allow the heat to pass through it.
Thermal insulators.
Thank you so much. Thermal insulator. Thermal insulator. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so the time is up. What you have to do is the rest of page 64 along with page 65 and 66 and 67. Okay?
Yes, all of these
And
homework.
miss, can you just answer the number C real quick?
Okay, we will answer number C quick. Okay. Okay. This whole thing is a who said that?
Adham Muhammad.
No. Who said is all of this a homework? Who said that?
Ruqayya.
No, Ruqayya just came in. Ruqayya just came in.
Yes, me. I said it's this homework and the other 2 pages too.
Yeah. Look at 60. Did you look at 66 and 67?
Yes, I finished.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Is that considered a hard homework?
No.
Okay, let's do C quickly. What variables should Robert keep the same to make his test fair?
Miss,
Yeah.
Miss, what is the answer of number B? Because
Thermal insulator. Thermal insulator. What variables should Robert keep the same to make his test fair? Tick as many boxes as you need. Adham, can you answer it?
Yeah, I think that he should.
What should he keep the same to make his test fair? He will not change those things. What are
The
those?
volume of milk and butter
Yes. Yes.
and the number of layers of the material wrapping the
Very
bottle.
good. Yes. Yes. And also the size of the bottle. The size of the bottle. Yes. Very good. So those 3 he should keep the same. The only thing that he should change is the type of the material wrapping the bottle. Okay. Adam, I'm really impressed by how contributing you are with me in the sessions. Thank you so much. Okay. So your homework will be 65, 66, and 67. All right. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.